Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Blessing be to you guys. Good morning. Blessings. Good morning, gorgeous.
Quick question. Can you use nutmeg instead of cinnamon? I mean cinnamon instead of nutmeg.
I'm going to challenge you to look up real quickly what does nutmeg do,
Okay.
and then I want you to look up what does cinnamon do. I don't want you to be so quick to ask me as opposed to you researching it yourself, because that's the worst thing you got to do is take your phone,
Okay.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to be knowledgeable, and then let me know what it means. Come back and tell me what it means. Thank you, Wanda Moore. I wore this one time in a video. The bitch was like, your lips ashy. Bitch is lip gloss. I just be looking for something to cut somebody down with. Shit. No, I can't say, Sonya, that I have heard about that, but tell me about it. Um, Good morning. So yesterday, why I tell you I love my camera? Oh, okay. Yesterday, I did a video in my Infinite Energy group. I did a video about um, I say I can word this. I did a video about people of another origin or a different race practicing hoodoo. And the reason why I asked this question and I wanted to discuss it, uh, oh, thank you, Goddess in you, is because a lady came in my store and she said she was a white lady, and she asked, was hoodoo a closed practice? And so, what do you got? What do you guys think? Do you think that hoodoo is a closed practice? I'm inquisitive to know before I give my answer. So openly. And I'm gonna read some of them. DJ B says, I don't think so. Tamala Thompson says yes. Gail Johnson says, hell yeah. All right. So J Les, pretty booked. Yes. Dee Dee's Alchemy, yes. It should be if it's not. Jenny A says if it's in their blood, so yes. All right. So I'm gonna say this to that. And I literally had someone that practices it that was white. She she's actually initiated, EFI initiated. And I called her and she was really open and willing to discuss in my group her perspective as a white person. She does not speak for everybody. I don't speak for everybody. It is my opinion and my opinion only. And you do not have to agree. But if you're rude, I will go the fuck off on you. Because if you want to say whatever, you can, but you say it on your own time. You won't say it on mine. Um, so I let her, say whatever her answer was and not defend it, but I think it's really nice when we can have a difference of opinion per se, and everybody's entitled to that. And because some people feel like it's not a closed practice that anybody should be able to um, facilitate that practice to be a part of that practice. And so I just thought that we talk about it because we do. Black people talk about it together. We talk about it together, amongst ourselves. But it's never something that is discussed really openly. And I try to be very neutral and kind of like interview her in a way that people could appreciate it. So, because one thing we do when we get a platform, we can't attack people for their personal beliefs. We have to be open to share them and to listen to what another person feels or whatever. I just want to say my age is on point. I have a good attitude because I have full edges. And I think that when you don't have full edges, you can't have a good attitude about nothing. But anyway, I digress. And so I'm very passionate about hoodoo. Very passionate about hoodoo. I mean, I'm talking about my edges is out there. You heard me, baby. Uh, I'm very passionate about hoodoo, and I think that that really. Thank you, Bianca. I appreciate that. Y'all know YouTube don't be like pay me because I be cussing and shit. But I appreciate these. These you guys give me donations. They help me to stay on YouTube. Be honest. Um, I love Hoodoo. Hoodoo saved my life. It gave me purpose. It gave me meaning. It made me feel like something. It helped me not to feel alone and to figure out that I could use Hoodoo to come out of anything. Thank you, Unicorn Goddess. Blessings to you. Thank you. Um, that's what Hoodoo did for me. I say it all the time. Magic, Hoodoo, it saved my life. It gave me this different kind of purpose. I could never figure out what exactly was my purpose. Why was I supposed to be here? What did that actually mean? And then thus came Hoodoo. But it was something that was in me all along. And if you are of African descent, I don't care if it's one blood, one drop that's in you, it can save your life. One drop can save your life. That's how powerful our melanated blood is. Just one drop can make all the difference. So I can see why, to be honest, others want a piece of that. It's so essential. We don't love on our ancestors enough. We don't love hoodoo the practice enough. We don't have the. Do you know? That if you have the passion for it, it'll give you the passions of your heart. That's the trust that it gives you back. It will give you the desire of your heart. Oh, thank you, divine and beautiful. Thank you. Blessings to you. We don't love hoodoo like that. We don't love the pain of it all and the beauty that came out of the pain. We want hoodoo to make us rich. It won't. It will make you comfortable though. We want hoodoo to bring us love from people that hurt us. The most abusive motherfucker, that's who you want hoodoo to save. It won't, because it wasn't made for that. If they meant to be with you, it'll work. But not, it won't. Hoodoo is our foundation, core of who we are. I mean, it is for me. And if you practice it for some other reason than this, well, I can see who do not work for you and you still being lost. See, I'm not a new age or a new wave worker because they everywhere. And they have mixed in this big old coblation of what conjure and hoodoo and voodoo is. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. Appreciate it. Blessings to you, darling. That's what I think. Not trying to, because I thought about it. I had to really think about it. Uh, that's what they either try to tell you why you don't want to do it and that it's evil and it's bad, or they want to be a part of it because of the power that's in it. It's easy. What's the first thing a motherfucker do if they don't like you? They would tell everybody all the bad stuff about you so they won't like you either. And I think that's what happens a lot. Hoodoo is just a practice. It's a practice of our ancestors that came here before. Hoodoo has nothing to do with crystals and stones. Well, maybe rocks. Yeah, because you got lodestones is big in hoodoo and river rocks for the illusions. So maybe the clear quartz and stuff like that, probably not. It's an art that is not, well, cowrie shells is not technically a stone, it's a shell. But coal, it's not a stone, it's a piece of coal. It's not a stone. But it's not evil and it's not bad. It's just like Haiti. You know, it's easy to say Haiti is evil and Haiti is bad. They not. Haiti just fought for their rights. Right? Haiti just fought for their freedom. Haiti scared people because of the power. Toussaint showed them something. And they've spent hundreds of years trying to keep them broke, keep them desolate, keep them hurting. I taught a class about Haiti in my infinite energy class and why exactly, you know, Haiti is given a bad rap, and why people crave that power from Haiti, including those of another. And I might offend some people, and it is not my intention. I'm just saying I understand the luster that they see. I understand the beauty of hoodoo and voodoo. I understand because it's so different. I think, in my opinion, hoodoo is the most powerful of them all because it was built off blood. African spirituality now at this point is not only a fad, but people crave and desiring. But my question always is to a person, and I asked that young lady that as well, what is your connection? What is your connection? Because if you know what hoodoo is, where it derived from, how can you fix something or honor something that the blood that flows through your veins hurt, imprisoned, enslaved, raped, abused? I often have to ask that, and I don't ask that in a disrespectful way. I just want to know, how do you correlate that? How do you, because I know how I feel when I light a candle. I know how I feel when I read a scripture over something. I know how I feel when I hold the earth in my hands. I know how I feel. The vibration when my feet are flat on the earth. When I touch a tree. That is the passion of hoodoo, and I think it is the passion that people fail to understand, and that's why they lack so much. It's the sound of the water, the rain hitting the ground, bouncing off of it. Thank you. Do I have some goodies or PCs over in that drawer? It's that time of month, y'all. People fail to realize the passion. Oh, God. Okay. There's a love affair that you should have with hoodoo. It's probably what's kept you. Can I tell y'all something? Hoodoo ain't got nothing to do with positivity. Hoodoo ain't got nothing to do with no good vibes, no good vibrations. Now, I feel like for you to do it, you must have a clear intent. But hoodoo ain't about that. That's why I always say that it's okay if you want to practice different things, but understand what you're practicing. Thank you, Kelly Ross. Hoodoo ain't about num yo red cake yo. Hoodoo ain't about that. If you think about why hoodoo exists, what is the premise of it, what is the point of it, it comes from pain. Thank you. It comes from suffering. Ain't no goddamn love or light in hoodoo. Maybe that's why they call it dark. Because it does come from a dark place. But where is your passion for it? See, we want to do it, but we miss that part. We miss that part. And then we don't honor it the right way. We don't honor the practice the right way. But we get mad when other people are practicing hoodoo and are putting more into it than you. Why is that? Anybody? That's just like a Christian telling me I'm going to hell, but I read the Bible more than they do. Only time a lot of people even want to practice this is because really they're trying to get a man, or they're trying to get a man. That's how a lot of people fall into this. It ain't because they just woke up one day and was like, I know what this is, or they had a reading, or they trying to get rich quick. Stephanie, hoodoo is a particular practice. Voodoo is a actual religion. That's the difference. Hoodoo is a practice. I got into hoodoo. First of all, I was raised. My mother was Ifa, and she was initiated high priestess, and good Lord. And in the 90s, that was not popular. It was hardly ever, rarely ever talked about. And my mother, uh, she didn't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck what about thought. She didn't give a fuck how she looked. She loved what she loved. Hoodoo ain't about no bullshit. It's about making stuff happen in your life. It flows through your veins, but does it flow through your mentality? I think people miss that. They miss what it is and they mix all of this stuff with it and call it that, but that's not that. Conjure is just straight conjure. And most times you don't need a candle to do it because they didn't have candles like that back then. They actually had to work the work. So the flip side to that is how can you be mad at somebody that's passionate about something, whether they are adopted into it or integrated into it, and you born into it and don't really appreciate it for what it really is? Now, I'm not saying it right, I'm not saying it wrong, because at the end of the day, but I'm saying about opinions about it. I don't practice EFI. I was raised in it. I was initiated at 17, that most of you know. Uh, I would prefer just to be a guardian of it than to be initiated in it. But I did as I was told, and my mother read me, and this is what she said. So another one of her priestess initiated me, and I grew up seeing some very gruesome things sometimes. Cause work ain't pretty. You might be pretty, but real work sometimes ain't. And real work sometimes ain't about lighting no goddamn candle. That's the easy part. People think the magic is in the candle. It's not. It's in the other stuff. I'm just saying. And the passion that you have when you first start out, the more you get deeper into it and you learn, the deeper that passion grows. Very consuming. And I love it. And if you don't love it like that, why are you doing it? Because if you're doing it other than conjuring and making things better for yourself, you're wasting your time. I'm an old school conjure worker. I'm not new wave at all. I like crystals because they're pretty and they do represent certain things. And, if you want to practice that, that's cool. I like working with herbs. I like working with fire magic. I like working with jars and pots. I like that. I love burying work. I like that. And sometimes it's cute because you can make it look cute. And sometimes behind that cuteness is a beast. Of course, I do readings. Of course. I'm in love with hoodoo. I'm in love with conjuring. And if you're not in love with it, you might want to recheck it. There's nothing wrong with practicing other things that you might be compelled to do. Try, do it. I tell people before you even really fall into hoodoo, understand Wicca. Wicca is an earth based religion that is kind of conglomerate, kind of some of it has similarities to Wicca, and that's easy to it's because there's more information on it. You don't have to know anybody in your family. You can always do stuff for the unknown. I told you before the mathematics of our ancestors. There's no way you know 4,000 some people. You know what I'm saying? But everything's so mixed up now, really. It really is. All these practices. I want it to be completely different. Yes, 4,094. I want it to be so different from my mama. I didn't want to do none of this stuff, so I went to Wicca. But you can't run away from what you were. Haven't y'all tried? And then she didn't work. Thank you, Eden Croft. Everything is just so man made, and everybody taking stuff, putting their spin on it. I'm cramping out. The thing about it is, you can practice whatever you want. I did. I studied Wicca. I studied Andrian, Alexandrian Wicca. I studied Druid. I studied Luciferian. I studied Satanism. That's why I became a no pretty racer. I don't do readings in person anymore. Yeah, I cry too much. So I studied a lot of shit because the only way that you can master something is to put education behind it. And a lot of people do not put any education behind it. They just whatever. To be honest, that's why you have so many white writers. They write about hoodoo and stuff like that in voodoo. And we don't have that type of literary content out. And if you notice though, all the books are kind of similar. They all the same. They all kind of be the same. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, they do cry too much. That's why I stopped doing them. And they in front. I don't want to say that. That's why I love my group. They come in confused. They come in just all mixed up. Jada Stokes, you just have to do a life coach or a reading or a conversation. You just have to book one of those. Because you book a conversation, you can talk about anything you want. I had somebody tell me because I wear lashes and I guess colored hair like this, and for the record, my hair is still not perm. I'm still natural. And because I look like this, that I can't practice conjure. It has to look a certain kind of way. No, the fuck it do not. Research, study, show yourself approved. That's how you become a master in what it is that you want to do. Why do you think a doctor have to go to school all of that time? Because he got to master something. Y'all done watched two videos, read one motherfucking book, and now y'all ready to do hoodoo and voodoo and conquer the world. You know it don't work like that, right? Mm-mm-mm. Oh my God. It's disgusting. Let me tell you something. I was just telling Valencia, my sister that works for me, I dress like this because my mama, despite of what she did, she said I love you like a dog. And so I look like a dog. This is something I've always done. I've always dressed like this. I was wearing heels in high school. I wore them when they were not popular for a 17 to 18 year old be wearing stilettos, but I felt comfortable in them and I needed tennis shoes. I like looking like this. Fat now. And I don't let nobody, because see, that's the problem too. Why y'all shit don't work? It's because you don't work. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you're made out of. And you let everybody tell you what you're supposed to be doing about you. Even your work. Some of y'all will post pictures, not to show your work, right? But you will post pictures for people to validate your work. The spirits do that. Not the people. I'm gonna show my work so they know that I'm doing something and I want them to say it look good. It ain't the living that you got to worry about. It's the ancestors, the dead. Some of y'all been running for so long. That's all y'all while y'all got skates on. I've been dressing like this. I remember my mother went the fuck off on me when I was 15 years old because my mother didn't believe in buying nothing expensive. And back then, DKNY was what I wanted. And so I had worked, y'all. I was working at McDonald's and I was working at this drugstore part time. And I was in high school with two jobs. I always been on my hustle. And so there was this DKNY store that they had opened up in Grapevine Mills Outlet. This was in the 90s. And so I went to this DKNY store and I bought this shirt. And the shirt was like 70 fucking dollars. And so when I got home, I tried to cut the receipt off and throw it in the trash so my mama wouldn't see how much this shirt cost. So she emptied the trash and saw it. So when I got home, man, she cussed me out about that goddamn shirt. And she said, "What are you doing wearing shirts like this? We don't wear this shit." Girl. And so I talked my shit. I said, when I get grown, I'm never wearing the same thing twice. I'm always gonna. And my mother slapped me. She slapped me. And I was so hurt. Because it's as if that she took that I was saying that what she did for me wasn't good enough. And it had nothing to do with it. Oh, you remember that store in Grapevine Miss? Okay. But it was that what I wanted for myself. And so at that age, I would work hard so I could buy me what the fuck I wanted because I learned if I bought what I wanted, can't nobody tell me what to spend. You can be mad that I spend it, but you can't tell me what to spend. Because I worked for that. And so as I got older, it's fun. You can never forget who you are and where you come from. And you can never forget what you put into your life. I I knew even then that I was gonna do something. Mama knew it too. She tried her best to keep me humble. I think it worked. Passion. Passion is what you lack. Passion. Passion for your practice. Passion for your practice. It'll change everything. You got to have passion. Yeah, I hurt her feelings. I guess she took it as some dig I was making towards her, but I wasn't making a dig towards her. I was just saying what I wanted to do because she bought our clothes from Goodwill and from thrift stores that I still shop at today. Um, passion, passion for your passion for your practice would change every fucking thing. I ain't say passion for the penis because that's gonna leave you broke, your hair falling out, and you're not gonna have thick edges like me. If you focus on dick, you ain't gonna have no motherfucking edges. But that's what y'all lack. That's why y'all shit still be fucked up. That's why y'all mind still be fucked up. You ain't got no passion for shit. You ain't got no passion for shit. You ain't got no. You just gonna do it and see if they work. That's the attitude. I'm just gonna do it and see if it work. Or what's that shit that people say in church? Pray until something happens. Nah, I'm just do this work on this bullshit and let this shit go, and I'm gonna move on to something else. And I'm gonna give it time, and it's gonna do what it needs to do because I did what I need to do. See, y'all don't even get that.
Something from the store.
Sure,
Did you want the collage piece or do you want some on the homes or
both.
both? Okay.
And if you really want them coffees too,
Mm-hmm.
you can take some money. You can take some money out of the till and buy you something. You don't have to pay for it.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I'll be right back with it.
Did you see Ree want some too?
He was laughing because I'm on that diet.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's it, Gabby. Gatsby to you. Push, push. Why the fuck are you doing that? I be so fucking tired. Can I just say this? I be so goddamn tired of these goddamn preachers. They either prosperity preacher or they a goddamn trauma preacher. Prosperity preaching and trauma preaching. Can y'all just be honest? You know who what pastor I like? What's push, Gail John? That's push until something happens. Y'all keep on praying if y'all want to. That shit don't fucking work. That's why I'm gonna tell you why they taught us Christianity. It was to weaken us. But we took that shit that they tried to push on us, push the narrative for this Christianity, and we added it to the hoodoo and made it even stronger. Because that's what you do. You transmute that. Christianity, for those who practice Christianity and they put scriptures and they work and stuff in hoodoo, that's transmutation of energy. Y'all don't even get this Christianity shit and the hoodoo shit mixed together. Y'all don't even get that. Most of what is his name? Because I can't tell you right out. They took the same thing. They took the same thing that they was trying to weaken you with, and we took it to make us stronger. That's what hoodoo is. Taking something that they try to take away from us, to weaken us and make us. That's why I got such a passion for it. If that ain't power in that, I don't know what the fuck is. But see, y'all don't even look at it like that. Y'all looking at, I just want my man back. I just want, man, fuck that nigga, man. Let's be clear. He was just a body. The nigga dick ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And if his dick right, his money ain't. Because you don't never get the complete package. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Shit, you used to, when a nigga talk in your face, you, because a nigga breath stink and shit, you was still fucking with him anyway. Nigga got 4 rotten teeth in his goddamn mouth, 2 pair of underwear, and 3 pair of good shoes. And he just alternating outfits, and you just think you really in love. Y'all talk about Pastor Ike, right? Do you know something this motherfucker said? And I love it. And I really believe there was some occultism behind this motherfucker. He said, and I quote, "You can't lose with the stuff I use." That nigga was not talking about God. A lot of these motherfucking pastors and shit be doing other shit. Let me tell you something. He wasn't talking about. He was a candle burning, magic doing motherfucker. See, I could break down some of these pastors and tell you what they really be doing. I'm gonna tell you something. It's a lot of churches in Louisiana be burning candles in the back. I know a young lady who used to do it for the reverend. I have went and cleansed a church myself. See, y'all don't be understanding that. Research stuff. Thank you. Did you want more?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, I did. I used to do clean. I did. I have done cleansings for churches. I went to church and was actually a speaker at the church. They didn't know what I really was, but I was giving them scriptures and everything to help with their prosperity. And them not knowing what I was doing, the pastor was like counseling everything for the prosperity of his church. They ain't gonna never tell all the truth. Why would they? Because that would mean that you teaching that witchcraft and hoodoo and voodoo and all of these different practices is right. And then who gonna go to church and pay their bills? I always try to give y'all some gems. I always try to give y'all some gems. I ain't gonna stop now. So look up Reverend W.C. Moore and look up C.F. Parham, Parham. Look him up. Who was Bishop Charles Mason? See, y'all not understanding. You got to learn how to take everything and make it work for you. That's where the passion of hoodoo exists. We got to take everything that was given to us and you have to flip it and make it do for you. Y'all not getting it. You're too focused on the wrong thing. The only way that shadow work and all of this stuff, how it comes into play, is that so that you can get yourself in a position where you are grounded, where you are centered. You're not distracted by anything. You're not distracted by stuff that's holding you back from the past. You're not distracted by what you can see clearly. That's why it's so important. I really be trying to drop some gem because I want you to research. I want you to study. I want you to read it for yourself. You don't be so quick to just believe what everybody else is saying. Not me, not nobody. Fact check me. Ain't nothing wrong with that. See, that's what's wrong now. People feel like you get to a certain level, can't nobody correct you. If I'm wrong, correct me. Don't you let me go out there with my slip hanging. Everybody looking to my this bitch thinks she's so cute and her goddamn slip hanging. Cause that's what happens a lot. Koji. If you think about Koji, Cogic, right? If you think about that, it stems from what Pentecostal beliefs. A lot of what they practice is hoodoo. Y'all ain't breaking it down enough. When y'all study, really study, can't nobody stop your shit. Because your foundation based off of facts, not fiction, not a false reality, but realness. That's what hoodoo is. See, my information, what I know, what I study, can't nobody take that from me. You can't call yourself knocking me down off. Man, fuck you. Church can be powerful. Let's be clear. The pastor, the pastor, you know what he do? He put all y'all on the spells. He get up there and his voice rises and falls and roars. He put you under a spell. That's why he preach a good sermon. Then they give then they ask for the offering. And you feel so compelled and so moved. Now you believe what he said because now he's spoken to your life. But he didn't. He's spoken to your right now spirit. That's why when you under that spell, you feel like you changed in church. And then soon as service is over, those old feelings come right back. Because he put you under a spell while you were there. See, y'all ain't ready for this kind of conversation. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. Because I ain't ready for this type of conversation. Thank you, Toya. Y'all ain't ready for this conversation. So, baby, I can break this shit all the fuck the way down. That's why y'all give me money. Because you want to know why? He spoke to that spirit. Why you think y'all say y'all are spiritually fed? Think about that. Think about that. Because he spoke to that spirit. Thank you, Mood Queen. Blessings to you. Thank you, Kiki McCray. That's why I'm an occultist. That's what I am. Because I believe in the occult of it all, the mysticism of it all. I'm an occultist. Thank you, Whitney. Blessings to you. See, y'all not thinking. Do you know that they verbally they take something and give it back so quick? Y'all don't even recognize it. The pastors are a motherfucker. I teach them that. I teach them that. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you. Blessings to you. I love me some YouTube. Thank you, darling. I just don't be wanting y'all to think I'm crazy, but I be trying to tell you something. Thank you, Jade. Do you know I'm not trying to be inspirational nobody? I ain't even looking at myself like that. I just be trying to tell y'all some shit. And y'all get me. Y'all think I'm crazy. Thank you, Diddy's Alchemy. See, people don't get my classes. I really do be coming from it. I try to come from a deep place so they can understand it. Thank you, Erica Duncan. I appreciate that. Many blessings to you. Y'all research Bishop C.H. Mason. Research him. Research him. They have a book about him called Black Magic, Religion in the African American Conjuring Tradition. And it's by Yvonne. I don't want to mispronounce her last name. It's Chireau. Get it. Get it. Get it. I'm trying to turn y'all on to some shit. I do not have PayPal, no. Mm-mm. You can go on my website and give a donation if you don't want to do this chat. www.magicalLadyDuchess.com. But get that book. That man died in 1961. Was 95 years old too. Ooh, Hoodoo kept him a long time, didn't it? Now, y'all asked me about the speaking in tongues, right? I'm gonna give y'all a little education about that. Oh, Ladybug, $100. Girl, is that real? Thank you. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you. Thank you for that. Y'all know I be doing this. Somebody type in that information. I want to tell y'all about the speaking in tongues part. So I want y'all to study this word. Glossolali. It's an actual practice of speaking in tongues. Corinthians, First Corinthians. Oh my God! Thank you, Tiffany. Blessings to you. Thank you, Bridget. Blessings to you. I appreciate it so much. I try to do stuff with this. Thank you. Thank you, oh honey. That's the book. Do you know why speaking in tongues is so important? What they say? Hi, Lauren. I think it's First Corinthians chapter 14. Glossolali. What does it say? For speaking in tongues, it says, "For anyone who speaks in tongues does not speak to men but to God." Sound like witchery to me. Think about that. Study it. Y'all look it up. Research. Fact check me. You can come back on her after this live is gone and look it up. But like I said, y'all don't study. Y'all follow all of these people that then gave it all of these different names. I'm gonna give you the original name of what it is. Thank you, Day Day. Blessings to you. I just want y'all to be strong, be powerful. Know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Y'all didn't even teach you that shit. Thank you. Blessings to you. I appreciate y'all loving me. I appreciate y'all listening. Because you know, when I was younger and I would try to talk about this to people, they would think I was crazy. So I learned to be quiet. If y'all really want to know about some good shit too, study Paul in the Bible. See, I took what I learned and I flipped it out. Paul, Paul, Paul. I didn't speak in tongues. I didn't Paul, one of the disciples. Paul. And what did they say when you look it up? They look up. They talk about speaking tongues Pentecostal at first. What did we just say? Who was Bishop Mason? Originally, he was come from Pentecostal church. I just want y'all to get the correlation of hoodoo and Christianity and really understand. This is a class. This is a whole class, and people practice stuff, but they can't explain it. They can't teach it. That's where all this new wave stuff came in. It, to be honest, people just took it in. They spent on it. And you would like to learn from me? Well, it's not what you think. I make you do a lot of studying, a lot of reading. Y'all better ask the people that's in my apprenticeship. My test be like 100 questions. So I don't know if y'all really want to study for me because it's not what y'all think. I mean, and it goes on and on. So once you get in my apprenticeship, it's not just 1 year, it's ongoing. You know what I'm saying? So it's an ongoing thing. I have students been in my apprenticeship for 3, 4 years. That's why I can't never write a book. I be putting everything in my apprenticeship class. You want to learn? Well, if you are interested in being a part of my apprenticeship, you it's $5,000 a year. We have an online class. We do it online. It is online and it is virtual learning, so you don't necessarily have to be in Dallas. It's 5,000 a year. Um, it's once a week. Uh, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and a lot of people they think you're just gonna come in and you're just gonna learn witch reading. And I need you to know your shit. You know, it's just like being an Eastern Star or a Mason. You can't even wear the regalia of an Eastern Star or Mason if you can't defend it. And that's how I feel like Hoodoo is. You know, everybody want to practice it, but you don't learn enough to defend it. Ain't no power in it. A lot of my students come in broken but prepared, and you have to understand. I'm a hard teacher. I'm not like this year. I do right here. I'm not like that in my apprenticeship. You got to be built for that, and everybody don't be built for that. I get on your ass about something. First thing you want to do is run how she mean. No, I'm not. Most teachers in the occult, they ain't fucking nice. I'm gonna get dead on your motherfucking ass if you ain't doing it right. And I don't like excuses. So I don't know. If y'all are sensitive and you have a problem with accountability, you want me one of my princesses. Mm-mm. 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 If you're interested, you can go onto my website and book a conversation. Because that's what I'm gonna tell you to do anyway. Book a conversation. You want to be one of my princesses because I got to figure out where you at because everybody say they want to be one of my apprentices, but you can't handle me at that level because you're gonna take it personal. If you haven't worked yourself out, where you could take constructive criticism, and sometimes it comes with the what the fuck. I'm not for you. Because I think everything will be like, oh, that's good. No, it's going to be like, didn't you hear what the fuck I said? I told you to memorize this. I told because you need to know this shit. Everybody don't be. Everybody don't be ready. They don't be ready. They say they do. But they don't be ready. You better ask my princess. I don't cuss you out originally. I don't do that. I ain't like that. I ain't just start going off. I won't do that. But I need to talk to you and figure out your temperament. Figure out where you're at, because my princess, everybody start from the basic. Because sometimes you gotta unfuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people not able to unfuck their mind. Use mean to me. Sis, ain't the ain't the world mean? But at least if I snatch the shit up under you, I build you back up where you can stand on your own. And sometimes, now I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's all the time. You gotta start people. She would get in your ass if you gonna be like, you goddamn right, LaWanda, you better tell her. See, they get the YouTube version. They don't be ready for. That's why they'll think you don't like me. No, I love you. If I don't like you, I do like everybody else and won't say shit. But I love you. That's why I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna make you think about some shit. First thing, you got that right one. I will get look. The fuck are we doing? She don't like me. I love you. What the fuck? Um, Something else about speaking in tongues before we get off of there. If you study Acts 2, X is about that as well. It's talking about that as well. Just thought I would give y'all some reference on it. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what I did one time. One of my coven kids, I did this exercise with them for learning how to make a taper candle stand, and everybody did it with this one particular young lady. Cause she kept falling, and I was like, you control the energy of that. If you can't light it till it can stand alone. Everybody had done it first. Everybody was just kind of waiting on her, and she's still trying to. And I was like, "The fuck, let's go." And at this point now, she's crying, and I was like, "You don't give a fuck about you crying. I'm not gonna stop until you can do this assignment." And so probably it took about an hour. And at first, her sisters were, "Oh, you can do it." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up." She need to get beside all of that and focus on what she need to do. And it looked like I was being mean to her, but she made that candle stand. And when she lit that hoe, it burned just as pretty, flickered. And I thought to myself, see, people don't understand the passion behind what it is that I do. I don't want you to be good. I want you to be great. I don't want you to be knowledgeable. I want you to be a master at what you do. That take time. Structure. A lot of y'all don't have it. That's why y'all shit out fucked up. Hmm. Y'all be ready for me. Y'all keep on doing your little lot of that thing. Because you paying for this. You ain't getting it for free. I accept everybody. It's not about me accepting you. It's can you accept me and my rawness. This is nothing. My kids, even in IE, I teach them different. And I will go the fuck off on them in my group. Not in a bad way, but sometimes I need to pull. Hey, come here. Because what we're not gonna do is whine and complain. We're gonna do some work. You and this motherfucker, we're gonna work. This ain't the group that I've been having problems with my man. This ain't the group that I don't know what to do. If you post something, you better have a goddamn solution. Now, you might be posting it for your sisters and brothers to say, what do you think? Because this is what I want to do. This is the situation. This is what I want to do. You can't come in my shit with that. I don't, the fuck. It's power in you. Fuck you acting like you weak fuck. Oh, I'm gonna tear you up. But once I tear you up and I tear that layer of skin off, I'm gonna build you up because I need to. That's why a lot of people can't stay in my group. That's why a lot of people think that I'm mean and I'm not. This is conjured. This is your fucking life. Have some fucking pride. Have some passion behind what you're doing. I love my babies in infinite energy. Everybody want to be a part of it, but they don't want to do the work. I am a Taurus. We act like God put us in charge. We look. A Taurus act like God was like, "Come here. I think it's you. I think you the one." That's how we act. We act like God was like, "I need somebody to you. Come here. I think you a Taurus, ain't you? Yeah, God, I'm a Taurus. I want you to. Okay. Joining my group, you just have to request it. I'm not gonna tell you what to do after that. Being a part of IE, from my experience, you have to be able to hold your own weight in that group and learn. The group alone runs the week out. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Because what I say, if you post something in there, you better be able to defend it. You post a picture in there, you better be able to defend it. Because if they come for you and say, well, I don't like this and I don't like that, and you shouldn't have did this and you should have did, what you getting mad for? You posted it. Stand 10 toes deep on it. And I don't come doing no rescue. I don't do that either. My group ain't for the weak. I'm gonna tell you that. Listen, let me tell y'all between me and you. You motherfucker, I'm motherfucking kids in there. They run a ring in a circle around most folks. And listen, that's just a Facebook group. It get even deeper when you're part of the apprenticeship. Whew. Is my store open special hours? No, my store normally is 10 to 6, 10 to 4 sometimes because I need some eating and help. Y'all, I need somebody to work 2 hours a day. We just say, don't tell them my well, I got to tell them so they know. Because my babies get a bad rap. They get the they mean in there, they this, they that in there. No, the fuck they not. They just doing what their mom told them to do. You can't come in there a certain kind of way. You can come in there fucked up, and you can come in there unhealed and unlearned and all that shit, but you ain't gonna stay like that. And if you happen to be in there, and you ain't doing your shit, and you book an appointment with me, and I see that you ain't doing your shit still. Hmm. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all about one of my babies in there. I'm gonna say her name is AW. I'm not gonna say her, but AW. She's been in my group since I think probably 2018, maybe 17, 18. I don't know. Because my Facebook group is an old group. I think I started in 2016. It's 2022 now. So my group is not new. And I had some great ones to come out of my group. I've had some millionaires to come out of my group. So anyway, I'm just so anyway, she's in my group and she came to me about a nigga originally when it first started. She came to me about a man, like y'all all do, like I said. And through the years, she has really progressed. She's really, done stuff. But y'all get comfortable and you stop. So she books a 2022 reading with me. She books a 2022 reading with me. But I say it again, I am not your what? I'm not your friend. I'm your mentor. And I'm a mentor that you chose. Because I didn't choose you. You chose me. So anyway, she books a reading with me and I start flipping the cards and she's one of my old heads. So of course I'm not gonna be nice about that. Cause I don't play that shit. So I said AW, what the fuck? I know. I said, how long you been in my group? I've been in, I I know I kinda like I was like, have you lost your motherfucking mind? I said, I'm not giving you no motherfucking reading. For what? And then I went in on her. I went in on her. When I got finished with her, I told her what she wasn't doing and what she needed to do. All of a sudden, I see pictures being posted, work being done, prosperity reports being given. Maybe she forgot. Maybe she forgot who she was. Maybe she forgot the understanding of who she was. Maybe she did. But I was at a reminder. And now she's back on her shit. And I know I made her cry, but I had to give her a mirror of herself. Sometimes this ain't easy, but it showed this first. A low vibration. I mean, you paid $400 for love work and never got a contract. Well, Miss McClendon, call the store, darling. Email me. Even though I don't charge $400 for love work anymore, but call the store, sweetie. So I'm really proud of AW. I'm very proud of her. She done come a long way again. You know the problem is y'all start doing work and then when it start working, then you stop. You can't. You got to be addicted to this because then if you're addicted to it, it'll be addicted to you. Why they keep sending me that? They be sending me stuff about a loan. I don't want no goddamn loan. I want people to be lenders, not borrowers. No. said that I was gonna do a class in Houston at the end of this month, but I think I'm gonna do a class here instead in Dallas. I think I need to start in my own town instead of going to Houston. Everything has to fit. The spirit of it, the energy of it have to be right. Because I know what I wanted to teach. Oh, I was gonna take my time. I don't let nobody rush me. I better not let nobody rush y'all either. Shit. Oh, my cramping is subsided, Lord. Okay, well, I think that I want to do a class here, but I want to do like a intro to the occult and make it kind of. And I want to do a live in a store where books. Like y'all not have no pen and paper. This is Mac, and it's called oh shit they dozen dozen carnations. Let me see. Yeah, dozen carnations. Yeah, I haven't done a class here in this store since I've been here, and I've been here since 2000. Was it 2020? And I think I'm gonna post the class um, on Eventbrite, and I'm gonna post a link on Eventbrite, and then I'm gonna post it uh, for people to actually go online and get it too. But I think I'm gonna do it the last weekend of this month. Make sure you trying to learn. Well, come to one of my live classes. I make y'all laugh and cry. No, I'm just kidding. But y'all gonna learn. Well, anyway, I think I done wasted enough of y'all time, right? What them preachers be saying, I ain't gonna hold it that much longer. We can join online. I guess I can make it online. I guess. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna try to. I think I can do it Zoom where you'll be able to see, everybody and stuff like that. But I would love to do a live class about 30, 40 people. It ain't got to be that big, and just talk about what I love, what I have a passion for. What has kept me, what has sustained me. And if you have a passion for it, it will sustain and keep you too. For everybody who's giving donations, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Um, I love you for it. I thank you for your time today. I thank you for sharing time with me. Um, I love doing this. I'm never gonna stop. So I'm gonna post the class, the link, all of that, and I'm gonna do it here in the store. What is the last? Let's see. I think I'm gonna do the class on the 26th, and it's gonna be in the store. The 26th. My energy's off the chain. Well, thank you, girl. Well, I love you guys. Many blessings to you guys. Um, have passion for your practice. All right. And I will talk to y'all later. Hope y'all studied. Watch this video. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Book your appointment. What was that?
Over hospitals.
I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.